Welcome to Spiritual Psychic with Sarah Wiseman, where you'll learn how to unlock the secrets of spiritual intuition and your own psychic gifts. Here's Sarah.
Welcome to Spiritual Psychic. I'm Sarah Wiseman, and today we're talking about how do psychic visions serve us. If you're following along with the book Messages from the Divine, we're now on lesson 41. Now, a lot of times we think that we are separate from the universe and that we can't have help from the guides or the angelic realm. Or we think it's strange if we do start having this. But in fact, it's normal for us to go and dance around and travel around in the different layers and realms of the universe. And why is it normal? It's normal because we aren't just, so say you're a tree, right? And you're a tree, and so you're going to experience the earth. You're going to experience the breeze. You're going to experience the sun. You're going to experience the weather. But you're also at the same time, because you're a tree, you're going to experience the dimension of time, because you're in one place for many, 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 many years. And then you're also going to experience the dimension of yourself as maybe at first you're a seed, and then you have a sprout, and then you grow into a tree, and then you begin to decay, and you go back into the soil, and so forth, and then you begin that process again. So as a tree, you have consciousness at all of these stages. It's similar for us. We are humans, we're in this reality, but we also have access to the other realms, such as our dream states, our meditative states, our just being in trance states when we kind of go somewhere when we're daydreaming, or we go somewhere when we're driving. And of course we can also go, these are just all different layers and levels of the universe that we visit all the time. And of course we can go to these layers and levels where, like, there's the departed, or there's the guides and angels and so forth. Of course we can move freely in all these dimensions. It's part of where we exist. We don't just exist in what we call the real world. So with this idea, you can go to portal places in your mind, and I guess I want to call it more like in your third eye, where you can receive visions of things that are have happened in the past, or things that are about to happen in the future. And so this can be very exciting to use the third eye as a place to receive information from the universe. So here the book says, you will be surprised how visions show up. You may feel like you are thinking of something, or thought will show up in a vision form. Seeing visions may remind you of how you feel when you are thinking about something or imagining it, or when you read and picture something in your mind. This is important. I often get students like, I can't see anything. I got my eyes closed. I just see gray or black. And in this meditative state, that's normal. You want to go to that other part. Maybe it's the closest to your imagining part, or your third eye part, where you begin to sense something is going on. Here are some examples. The book's Messages for the Divine states. Sometimes the vision is of past, such as a past life. Sometimes the vision is of past, such as a memory. Sometimes the vision is of present. Sometimes the vision is of future in this lifetime. Sometimes the vision is of future in a future lifetime. Sometimes the vision is of alternate universes. And I would add to these dream state and a couple other things we've already talked about. When you do this practice of learning how to receive guiding visions, really So much information is available to you. The book continues, you understand symbols, metaphors, archetypes, and so forth. These are a part of your culture and a part of your way of understanding. Thus, visions are often symbolic. They are shortcuts for us to communicate a vast array of information. I just invite you to begin this practice. You can read much more in the book, Messages from the Divine. It's the second part of the book really takes you through the theory of intuitive gathering, of speaking the language of the universe. It's an incredibly interesting process. I am Sarah Wiseman, and you will find me at sarahwiseman.com.